Well, in our first story, we discover how woodworking is a valuable craft, but most of us would be all thumbs if we tried it. Me, I'd probably lose a thumb. Well, Ed Jones met a woodworker in Spring Hill who's taken his craft to an artistic level while earning the title Rockin Chairman.
The idea is to look at the chair and have these hard lines and soft lines kind of pull your eye around the chair so that you get to enjoy the whole thing. And actually the chair, I think if it's done well, kind of invites you to sit.
If anything is more inviting than Charles Brock's rocking chairs, it's the retired school teacher turned craftsman himself. Chuck is one of those genuinely friendly, easygoing types that has never met a stranger, and that laid-back temperament is perfectly suited for the labor he loves.
I got started while I was teaching school with some tools I'd borrowed from a neighbor, and I just saw, wow, I can do this. I can have a vision and I can build it. Building furniture made sense to me. And so I started in the late 70s, and I started doing projects for others, building tables and chests and things like that, and really pushing my skills.
Chuck's skills would be pushed to new heights by a friend who asked him to build a rocking chair.
So I got into looking at rocking chairs and trying to come up with something that he would like, and kind of after 2 years, I got to a point where I had something. I called him up, he came over, looked at it, and he said, I'll take two. That was an opportunity to move from kind of general woodworking projects into a specialty. And so all of a sudden we're building rocking chairs and loving it.
And that love shows in every line, around every curve of these functional works of art.
I love them because I can make a rocker and have a friend or somebody sit in it, and when they sit down, I'd say 999 times out of 1,000, they're going to smile. They're going to feel comfortable, and that's what you're after. This is some great curly walnut here. When you put some oil and wax on it, you see all of these lines, these curls, where the grain is reversing.
At this point in the story, it would seem that Chuck had found what he was after. But realizing his gift for making rockers that make people happy would not be the final chapter.
I started getting close about 15 years ago to retirement, and a couple of things hit me. I had been a teacher, been a woodworker, and if we put those two things together, I can teach woodworking. We're just going to let the spindles kind of run wild behind it. And I see you've got number 7 here,
right.
And so that's where that goes. And then number 6. One of the great things about teaching, most of my students are my age. It might be 15 years less or even 15 years more. But they always wanted to be able to build this rocker and to help them find purpose. And like I have at a later age, what a great gift for them to switch from being a lawyer or a doctor to doing something that is different, growthful, and engaging.
The popularity of Chuck's classes inspired him to reach a larger audience through video, with his own woodworking series and some pretty famous guests.
It's meant a lot to me. I started woodworking on a practical matter. I worked on a farm with my daddy, and I learned, saws and hammers. And
wonderful things I like about getting the students out here. They get to see why America is such a, the woodworking heritage here.
Nick Offerman.
Nice to see you, Chuck.
Nice to see you. Tell you what, last time I saw you, we were in New York City on a special show for woodworkers. What was that show?
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, Martha Stewart. The Martha Stewart show thing was the only way I've ever won an argument with my wife. Now, this isn't going to be on.
Oh, sorry, Charlie. I couldn't resist.
I kept checking my phone. And she said, put that thing up. I'm so tired of you checking that phone. Nobody is going to call you of any importance this afternoon. About that time, she just finished with that. The phone rang. And the lady introduced herself as a segment producer for Martha Stewart show. So I hung up, and my wife said, well, who was that? I said, that was the Martha Stewart show. I'm going to be on there next week. So she's never complained.
But fame hasn't changed Charles Brock one bit. He remains a humble craftsman, content to share his incredible talent with others.
The Lord had a better plan for me than I had for myself. And it really just, it's got to be that, because I went from the garage woodworker to teaching classes, to being on the Martha Stewart show, to having my own show. So you can't really beat that, especially between the ages of 60 and 70 years old. All I have to sell, really, besides a chair to sit in, are dreams that they can build it too, have a legacy.